Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. So it is Saturday the 12th of July. I just felt like that music was a little too loud. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for joining me. A big welcome back if you are familiar with the channel, and welcome to everyone who is a new subscriber. Welcome to the family. So, okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the cards. I'm just going to do a quick cleanse and a quick prayer, and then we will get right in, okay? All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter the space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. All right. Let's get into things. Now, I just want to give a bit of a warning. This deck that I'm about to use for overall energy is, it can have some sensitive subject matter in it. So I just want to let that be known. Okay, so when I started this video, it was 411. So 411. So that's also like the number code for information. So you could be getting some information about something. This could be regarding someone mistreating you online. I was using another deck to do a pre-shuffle, which I may use in a little bit. And we had camera and online. So something about that could be significant. Someone could be either watching you online, or they could be harassing you online. Now, the card that just flipped out says Air Force, military. Someone could be in the military, either active duty or a veteran. And if you are or have been, thank you very much for your service. Ooh, y'all, I have chills all over my body. You are not going to believe what just came out. This deck is not a deck that speaks of much military. And we have, the next energy coming out is POW, prisoner of WAR. So somebody could have been in the military who's a POW. Wow. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this energy to come out at all. I'm glad that we're getting some new energy. So I'm just kind of in shock right now. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what else does the collective need to know? We have astrologer, psychic. This could be your energy. This could be anyone's energy, really. Also, I'm getting that someone could have been a POW because they were a psychic. Interesting. Okay, so we have power. ABUSE. I can't say this word. And so if I spell a word, it's just because I simply am having to comply with the YouTube terms and conditions. This says ABUSE of power. So someone could be in the military that was a POW, and someone maybe knew about someone's abilities here. This was an abuse of power. One more. Leadership ruler. This could be like a a king or a leader or some type of ruler here that had some sort of toxicity in regards to their position or power. I can't believe how many war references are coming out right now, you guys. This is kind of weird. Almost every card regarding that is showing up now. We have WAR. Trauma, warrior. So somebody could be, you know, dealing with a lot of trauma from their service. I'm at loss for words right now because I can't believe how many cards are coming out about this. We have charity on the bottom of the deck. Benefactor. Someone could be owed some money because they were a POW, or someone could be getting some money or wondering when they're going to get some money. You could be getting some information, going back to the channeled message of 411. Interesting. We have diplomat, peacemaker. Something about that. Peace, making peace amongst a WAR. Wow, this is this energy. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see what else we can get here. Let's see. Which deck should I use? You know what? Let's use the deck that I was shuffling earlier. New opportunities. If this is your reading, this could be coming in for you. A new opportunity could be coming in for you regarding your psychic abilities and the military. We have girl talk, friends, gossip, ladies, tea. So you could have like psychic abilities and know the tea about a certain situation. You could be masculine or feminine. Wow. And if you are this POW, I just want to say I'm so incredibly sorry you had to go through that. But if you're here, that's amazing. So, thank you. Playing to win. This is clarifying military. Playing to win. The goal. This was an ambitious goal. Now, one thing I'm getting is, you may have actually gone through a traumatic situation such as this. Your psychic abilities could have like spiked to 1,000, like, right? Or more. Like you could have seen, you could have been given messages or ways, downloads in order to get yourself out of this situation. To get your power back, or to get out of being controlled by some type of ruler. You are a warrior. If this is your reading, you are a warrior. Collective. Now, if this isn't your reading, this might be someone you know. Please let me know in the comments if that's the case. Ooh, auditions, pretending, actor. You could have literally acted your way out of something here in order to get free of this. there's certain words I just can't say, so you have to understand I'm trying to choose my words. Be selective with my words, I guess I should say. So, yeah, so we're playing to win, obviously. So, you could have been pretending here to do something. Pretending to work with the other side or something. To remove a blockage or obstacle. You could have had to act or pretend to get yourself out of this situation. Clarify POW. Getting ahead, knocking out the competition. Y'all, this is crazy. So this could have been what got you ahead. Your ability to act, be quick on your feet, playing to win, and realizing perhaps you had nothing to lose. So you've acted like you've never acted before to get ahead and knock out this competition. Wow. Overcoming and growth. So you overcame this POW situation. Essentially not, okay, look, you could have been this POW, okay? And you went through some major growth here, overcoming the situation. And what I'm getting is, you knew it was all or nothing. You knew that at this particular point in the game, you had nothing to lose. You could have proven some type of gifts that you had or abilities that you had. This could have been a situation where the other side wanted to know. They wanted to know more about your gifts. You may have even pretended to be on their side. You may have even actually actively worked to be on their side in order to knock out the competition when it comes to this blockage or problem or obstacle here. Now, the other thing I'm getting, this may not even be an active military situation. This could all be like speaking metaphorically, I guess. So there could be a situation here where something had to be done with military precision, or something happened to you with military precision. You could have felt like you were a POW. This trauma could have kicked your gifts into high gear. I'm picking up Ascended Master energy here. Like, with Ascended Master energy, you are able to see things before they happen. You're able to tell when people are lying. You're able to perhaps look at a picture of something and be able to tell people what the mood was in this picture, where people were at, what they were doing, if they were fighting, if they were not fighting, if they were happy, sad. You get what I'm saying. I think that's called psychometry. Okay, so take this as it resonates for your situation, but this might not be a situation where someone's actually in the military. You could just feel like the only way to grow past this situation of feeling like you're trapped or you have no way out when it comes to this competition. So you could be acting when it comes to something, playing to win. You've got goals here and you're able to sidestep an issue when it comes to problems, blockages, and obstacles, and you're able to do this with your abilities, with your gifts. Clarify astrologer. Ooh, risky action without thinking. So someone could have done this for the thrill of trying to just abuse their power, right? This was risky for someone to do here. Now, if this is you specifically that did this, you could have realized this was a risky, but you did this without thinking. You could have treated this like a military operation. And now if this isn't your energy and it's someone else's energy, then this particular energy could have done something without thinking. They did it for the thrill of it. And you could be actually the psychic. So take it how it resonates until we get more information. Oh yeah, someone's worried, anxious, and in fear. So somebody could have been trying to put you in fear. They could have been doing this without thinking. They enjoyed the thrill of making you worried or anxious or fearful. But again, this could have like made your abilities, your psychic, and I believe everyone can have these abilities, but I do believe it does take time. It could even take lifetimes to refine this particular skill. This may have kick-started like your psychic abilities. And this could just be a simple situation of you being chosen. How do I say this? Being chosen can actually come from pre-birth, a pre-birth plan. So when I say chosen, you could have been chosen and accepted something here. So it doesn't even have to be a pre-birth plan, but it could be like something was given to you, an opportunity was given to you, and you took it without even thinking, knowing this would be risky. You could have already had refined your abilities, your psychic abilities, before you came into this incarnation. Without thinking, without fear, without anxiety. You could be the chosen one that was sent here to take down, to be a warrior, to take down some ruler. And we have king. There's a literal crown on this card. So you could be this warrior. You guys, I have chills. I can't. So you could be this warrior who was sent here to take down a king, a leader for abusing, their power. This is definitely some type of soul contract. Now, also, you can take this as they're in the military, or I don't know, but we're going to get more information. We're going to keep going. Internet, social media, stalking. This is clarifying abusing of power. So someone could be toxically coming at you online, stalking you on social media, stalking you on the internet, trying to exert their power. They could be doing this while researching you and watching you, investigating you online for something. Or they were watching you on social media and stalking you, researching you and investigating you. Clarify ruler. And I am going to get the Kipper in a minute and get some information about who this could be. Yeah, this person likes to dominate. They like to be in control. This ruler, this king. I'm picking up heavy ego here, you guys. You could be single-handedly taking down this king or ruler without fear, without anxiety. We have unplanned meeting. I need one more. Clarify ruler. Holidays, vacation, trip, getaway, relax. So this, you could have met this person while you were doing something relaxing. This could be on holiday, a vacation, a trip, a getaway. You could have met this person. This was an unplanned meeting. This could have been a friend of a friend. Clarify warrior, please. Empress, boss, energy. This is clarifying warrior. I'm picking up confidence, security. Beautiful, masculine or feminine. In control. Knowing what you want, what you don't want. This is an energy that doesn't chase. You could have said, well, this is what was presented to me, and now I have to do what any boss energy would do. I have to be a warrior in this WAR, as a prisoner of WAR. Hater wants you to fail because you're a warrior, empress energy. So whoever this person is, they're a hater. I'm picking up a Leo right now just because of the way this card is. This card is like a golden yellow, which is like the color of the sun, which would be Leo in tarot. Conflict, a trap, messy situation. Somebody wants you, this Empress, boss, energy, warrior, to fail. They want to trap you in a messy situation. This could have been their plan to cause conflict. Meeting, conference, discussion. There could have been a meeting about this. An unplanned meeting. Confirmation. So there could have been a meeting here to discuss you, this Empress warrior energy. These people or person wants you to fail. They could be investigating you, researching you, watching you with the intention of causing you to fail. And you could be this ambitious energy, ambitious Empress, boss energy. That is overcoming the situation. And I'm taking these people probably don't like this. Now, they could have taken this risky action without thinking against somebody with psychic abilities. They were not prepared for this, is what I'm getting. They did this with military precision, and you could have figured it out like that. You could have been analyzing some type of pictures. When it comes to this psychometry, you could have been analyzing videos and able to tell what was going on. Again, all you have to do is look at a picture, a video, whatever the case is here, and you start getting downloads, you start getting information, you start being able to piece things together. These people were not expecting this. And they could be wanting to have a meeting or conference about this. Discussion. Or they're wanting to come to you to have a meeting, conference, or discussion, and this is a trap. This is to create some type of conflict or messy situation because they want you to fail. They could have tried everything. Ooh, yeah. You transformed, collective. They wanted to cause you a passing. They wanted to create obstacles to make you a POW in your own life, perhaps. But you transformed this. You completely transmuted this energy, and it's got these people in their head. And this could actually be making them upset, even more so than they already are, because they could actually be like, they could have a military level amount of people to come at you, and it's just you, singular, one chosen one, that's single-handedly taking down this military-like group who's using their power to control something. I just heard reconnaissance mission. I don't even know what that word means. I think it's like, it means like taking back something. I don't know if that's what it means, but let me check. Wait. Wow. A reconnaissance mission is a military or investigative operation aimed at gathering information about a specific area, enemy forces, or other targets. It's essentially a scouting mission to understand the situation before taking further action. The primary goal is to collect intelligence, which could include enemy positions, troop movements, terrain features, or other relevant details. Methods. Reconnaissance missions can involve various methods, such as troop patrols, so sending soldiers to scout an area on foot. Aircraft, using planes or drones to observe from the air. Satellites, using space-based technology for surveillance. And electronic sensors, employing devices to detect signals and other information. While often associated with the military operations, reconnaissance can also be used in other fields like environmental studies or construction planning to assess a location before development. Military applications. In military context, reconnaissance is crucial for planning operations, preventing surprise attacks, and ensuring the effective use of resources. Wow. This was employed in order to take back something, and when this is in the military, it usually speaks of like an area that people are fighting over, like a country, a state, whatever. Okay, so wow. Okay, so someone could be like doing this type of thing here in order to figure out how to proceed. They could be using military force or military skills or doing something with military precision. Matrix, not seeing the whole truth. So someone could have purposely deployed some people under military precision because they were not able to see the whole truth of something. This was risky. They could be worried and anxious now. Let's get one more for ABUSC of power. Police, emergency, call for help, caution, keep out. This could be the police that were investigating something. They could be the ones that are ABUSING, their power. They could be associated with some person that's a ruler, a king. We have taking a chance, betting, gambling. So somebody could be into gambling. This was a huge chance someone took here to do something. This was a risk. One more for ruler. Romantic evening date night. Interesting. Someone could have had an unplanned meeting that was like a date or a romantic evening here. This person could have asked you to have a romantic evening with them or get away with them, go on a date with them, something like that, and they like to be in control. This could have been an unplanned meeting you had with this person. Like, I'm picking up, like, you could have been, like, walking through the mall, and this person walked up to you and was like, hey, you want to go on vacation with me? You want to go get away? You want to go out to dinner with me? This was an unplanned meeting, perhaps, that transformed into something else. We have copycat and cheater. This person could be a cheater. One more for ruler, please. Famous, popular, public eye. So this king could be famous, popular, in the public eye. They could carry themselves like they can have anyone or do anything with someone. Again, they could have a bunch of foot soldiers here that they're able to deploy in the case that they need to. People could be very loyal to this person. Let's get some killer. Oops. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Can I get some clarification for this military? Priest. Someone could be really religious, or this person thinks they're an actual god. They think that they're able to play with people, cause confirmation, cause obstacles in someone's life and blockages like they're playing God. This could be their way of getting ahead of something or knocking out the competition, but they weren't seeing the truth about something. They weren't seeing that if they made you feel like you were trapped, that you would overcome this. You would grow through this. And now these people or person could be worried and anxious. Someone could be born in 1971, or the number 71 is significant. Can I get one more, please? Actually, let's just get one for POW. Earth Angel. Oh my goodness. Someone here played God with an Earth Angel's life, making them a POW without thinking. This was risky. They wanted to somehow knock you out of the game They looked at you as competition or something. They could have looked at you as competition because you have psychic abilities. You're an earth angel. Someone could have green eyes. They made an earth angel a POW. One more for POW, please. What else do we need to know? Someone could be born in 1974. Oh, I can't. Starseed. A lot of people look at these as two different energies. But I'm not getting that here. I'm getting, sometimes people will ask, like, what's the difference between an earth angel and a starseed? You can literally be both. A starseed sent here to be an earth angel. This is the energy I'm picking up. Someone's phone number could be end in 5374 or 7453. (7174) or 7471. Wow. Y'all, they were trying to make an earth angel starseed a POW. They were not seeing the whole truth about who you were. They now understand the reason you have psychic abilities that are so strong. You are the chosen one, collective. You chose this mission before you came in. I'm a loss for words. This was your job. Look, work, labor, efforts just fell out of the deck. This was your job. Someone could wear their hair in braids. Something about the number 5338 or 3874, 7438. Clarify astrologer, psychic. We have Ice King. This Ice King could be worried and anxious about what they did for thrill. Because your job was to be this chosen one. You did this single-handedly. And these people could be realizing that, hold on, y'all. These people could be realizing, okay, when whatever they were doing here, when they were investigating you, researching you, they could have been coming into your energy, and as soon as they came into your energy, you knew it. They could have walked by your front door, right? And you have a camera, and you could have looked at it, and because you have the ability to get the information from pictures, like I said, psychometry, you could have figured this out. And if they were investigating you and watching you, they could have been like completely shocked. You may have actually called, okay, so if this isn't the police that are ABUSING, their power, you could have seen these people, or they could have been coming to your home, walking by your home. You could have seen them in your area. Okay, this is the other thing I'm getting. You could have acted like you didn't know certain things and let them like do something to the point of excess where they ended up losing control. You could have called the police on these people because you knew. You could also have like the ability to have a photographic memory, okay? Now, some people have this with numbers. Some people have it with faces, okay? So like me, I have a photographic memory when it comes to faces, and there's no denying it. That's the case. I also have the ability to look at a picture and do psychometry, okay? That's just something that I've had for, I'll be honest with you guys, until I started being stalked heavily. You know, I wasn't really using my gifts for what I should have been. But the trauma around being stalked and being harassed, and it actually sent my gifts into overdrive. So I can relate a lot with this energy. So you may have had solid proof about something, like you could have moved and these people could have followed you. And you could have been like, oh my goodness, like, are these people must think I'm absolutely freaking stupid. So you could have actually like compared something, like you could have pictures of someone on your property after you moved. You could move out of state or like long distance from where something was taking place. And whatever the situation was, it followed you, and you were able to then actually determine, oh, okay, so this is what I thought it was. Because most people, including myself, if this was happening, I would be like, okay, what can I do in order to really figure out for sure? Because you guys, honestly, private investigators are so expensive. So expensive. And the police don't have the resources to do these types of things. So you could have thought, okay, what can I do here to stop this problem from happening, right? You could have thought, well, I can't call the police because I don't truly have any evidence yet. But upon moving or something, you were able to see something. These people could have taken a risk, took a chance to follow you. They could have also been, at the same time, harassing you on social media. Like literally stalking. You could have called the police. They could have said they were the police even to investigate you or something. All right, clarify ABUSD of power. Oh, dang, that's too many. Just one, please. One more, please. Okay, there we go. Message. You could have got the message loud and clear. You could have messaged the police. These people could be getting the message when it comes to something that they shouldn't have taken a chance. They're getting a message about their power being removed when it comes to something. So someone could have done this to you, collective, and now they're getting a message. They're getting a message that's shocking. Someone could be born in July or on the 7th of the month. Someone could be tall. Can I get one more, please? North node. Someone's getting a message assuring your north node. So somebody, again, someone could have been investigating you. This may or may not have been the police. Excuse me. And now, this research or investigation has concluded, perhaps, because somebody's seeing you're in your north node. Somebody could be born in July 1950. They're seeing you're in your north node. They thought they were the all-powerful. They thought that they could play God in your life. One more, please. Divine Feminine. So you could be this Divine Feminine, Starseed, Earth Angel. Now, there's Divine Masculine in this deck as well, so I'm going to take it as it says. So we'll see if that comes out, but something about a Divine Feminine. This could also be a Divine Feminine thinking that they could do this. Or this particular energy could actually consider themselves a Divine Feminine, but they ABUSED their power. February 7th, 1950, July 2nd, 1950. Clarify ruler, please. This person could be like a control freak kind of thing. We have Divinity and Sweetheart. Somebody was trying to cause a passing for a divine sweetheart, and this only ended in your transformation. It did not end in your passing. Ooh, this could make someone literally like somewhat, wow. So divinity just fell right out. This person may have never seen your divinity. 6292 or 9262. Somebody could have been trying to take your divinity from you because they like to be in control. This could have been a mother energy here with this Empress energy next. This mother energy could have wanted you to fail. They could have, wow. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to get ahead of myself here because this is interesting. Clarify warrior, please. What do we need to know about this warrior? Confusion, illusion. Somebody could have been trying to confuse people. This could either be this mother energy, or they were trying to do this to this boss energy, which I'm picking up could be you. You can feel like this person's possessed. Somebody could have planned your passing and actually like deployed people to cause a messy situation for you. You could be the sweetheart who's actually in the public eye as well. You could be famous, internet famous, since we've got that out here. Somebody could have said you were a cheater or a copycat, or this particular energy actually tried to copy you. They could have pretended that they were you on social media, acting like they were investigating something, or acting like they were you, using your name on a social media account. This was a risk, but they were betting something. They were like, this was a risk, but they were like betting that they were right or something. This was the ABUSC of power. This could be a mother who's in control of something here or has major control issues. They could have created some sort of illusion to trap you because they wanted you to fail. I'm so sorry if this is like your situation, you guys. Like, having a betrayal by a family member is the worst. Okay, so somebody could have been meeting with people, discussing you, this person in the public eye, saying you were a cheater. This mother energy started this WAR with a sweetheart, a divine sweetheart. Someone who does things by the book, someone who has faith, someone who cares about other people, who's very sweet. Again, I'm picking up heavy, like green eyes here. Green or hazel eyes. You could have like green hazel eyes. So like they're more green than brown or gold. Clarify WAR. Manipulation. Somebody likes to be in control and manipulate things. They could have been manipulating something here. Pretending like they were you. To discuss certain subjects. To create, this person created a messy situation. They really truly wanted you to fail. We have 9262 and 5848. These could be significant numbers. Somebody could be tripping over their words. Yeah, this person was lusting after something. They were coming, okay, this is going to be really inappropriate. I might have to spell this, okay? This feminine had a hard on for you. That's what I just heard. So like they were lusting after, it's a figure of speech, but that's what I just heard. So this was why they were manipulating. They wanted you to fail. Can I get one more, please? Yeah, we have RIP, transition. Somebody was truly, we've got death and transformation and transition and RIP. Like you could be born on the 19th of the month, but somebody could have actually already bought like your headstone or like your cremation spot or plot or whatever it is. But this could have been with this RIP. This could have been a DEATH plot by a mother energy to a sweetheart. They wanted to trap someone here. They could have been caught discussing this situation with someone. Now, there is a slight chance here this person could be under an illusion or confused by an illusion that they were manipulated by another. Can I get one more card, please, for WAR? Oh. We have occupation and this doctor and protection. Someone could have been confusing or manipulating a doctor. They could have been under some sort of illusion that they were helping you, or they were trying to give the illusion that they were helping you, but they really want you to fail. They purposely created a conflict here or a messy situation by having a discussion and meeting with someone about you. This was somebody lying or cheating to do something here because they like to be in control. They like to play God in people's lives. They like to create blockages and obstacles for people. They could have been trying to get ahead and knock you out of something here. So like this mother, what is the, I say this in all my readings, what is the root of most of the situations that transpire here? It's always money, you guys. So this person could have thought if they got rid of you, whether they set you up, put you in jail, light on you to have a mob of people or military like amount of people to come after you. This person was playing to win. This was a competition to them. This was a risk they took without even thinking. And now they're fearful, worried, and anxious because they know that your gifts are real. They know now that you are a starseed earth angel in your north node. They could be now doing something with protection or trying to protect themselves from something that they did with a doctor. They could have worked with a doctor under the pretense that they were protecting you. And like Maury says, and that was a lie. They did this because they wanted you to fail. They purposely created a messy situation or tried to set you up, like trap you somehow. What a sicko. Let me get one more, please. What else do we need to know? Travel and High Priestess. Somebody could have, you could be this High Priestess energy, psychic energy. Remember, I was just talking about this. You, this Earth Angel, Starseed, psychic in your North Node. This person's getting the message now. Something about you traveling. Someone could be born in October 1972 or on the 10th of the month. Wow, this is interesting. We have some weird numbers here. We have 9262. We have 6919. There's like synchronicities here. You could have seen this, a pattern of something. You could have seen a pattern with something since like 1993, 92, or 1993. Okay, 5848. 9262, 5848, 6919. Nine two nine three. Okay, collective, what I'm getting here is you are extremely protected. Okay, so you could have been, you could have received some sort of download about needing to travel somewhere. Remember, I was bringing this up in the beginning of the reading, like, you could have traveled somewhere and seen that these people followed you. Okay, you saw this first with your third eye. You could have traveled for your own protection, to get away from this ruler that likes to be in control of everything, causing blockages and problems. This person could have been doing this since you came out of the womb. And if it wasn't since you came out of the womb, it was like since you learned how to walk, something like that. They didn't like the fact that you were able to put one foot in front of the other anymore, or that was like a step too far for them. They wanted to be in control of everything, even if that meant keeping you a baby forever. A busload of people could have followed you somewhere on a travel or to get away. This doesn't have to be a vacation. This could just be getting away from someone who likes to be in control. Ew. Your gifts told you you need to travel, and a busload of people might have followed you. You are so protected. Imagine yourself protected with a bubble all around you, protected, okay? Anytime you feel fearful or worried or anxious, please imagine this bubble protecting you. Remember, you are a Starseed Earth Angel. You have the ability to call in your protection. Everyone does. But because you're so in tune with your psychic abilities and your gifts, as soon as something happens that you are not comfortable with, imagine yourself in this bubble, being protected, at peace, happy, loved. Continue to stay loving. This particular person could have wanted to also mess you up, like emotionally. They weren't expecting you would overcome something here. Overcome their controlling, godlike nature. Again, I'm picking up like narcissistic energy here. Oh my gosh, gift and endings. What did I just say? Your gifts could tell you when something's about to happen. Wow. So this was, endings was in reverse. So your gifts could be keeping you from having any endings. Wow. This is interesting reading. Yeah, you're balanced. You're balanced with chakras in the upright. Yeah. Somebody wanted you to be bound to something. Or your chakras being balanced bound someone else to something. Or your ancestors bound this person to something. They could have taken part in making sure that you stay balanced. Jezebel. this is weird. I've never picked this up before. I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube, but I'm picking up BDSM with Jezebel and endings, or sorry, bondage. Somebody could be bound to something. Their hands could be tied when it comes to something that they did. They could be trying to act really, like they could be acting weird. They could be like covering their mouth, or they want your hands to be tied, or they were trying to say that you were a Jezebel and you're not. So they could have been trying to say this about you, like they could have wanted your mouth to be covered, so or they were trying to make you have no voice. They were trying to make you cry. They were wanting you to feel like your hands were tied, that you were backed up against a wall. Someone could be blonde. Ooh, I've never noticed this about this card before. Damn. I can't even say what came to my mind. Wow. Okay. So your ancestors are protecting you, collective. I just heard, use the powers you were gifted. Use the powers you have. This is to draw a circle of protection around yourself. All you have to do is pray, ask your ancestors to be there for you, to help protect you. This reading is going so far, like so long, but gosh, this is a really good reading. I might have to do a part 2. Because this is, in the beginning, now this could actually be something about the military. But now that all the cards are out, I'm really getting that that's not the case. Somebody did something with military precision. They wanted to make you a POW. There could also be, with this priest energy out here and empress energy, both the mother and father. Now, look, a lot of the readings that I get, there's this ambiguous overlay of a mother and father energy here. Most of the time, people do things like this because of their greed, their need for money or want for money. And if there's family involved, then usually the mother and the father are involved. Somebody could be gaslighting someone. This family, this person, these two people, this military group, whoever, this ruler, okay, that likes to be in control, they could be trying to gaslight you anytime you ask ask them a question. It's always gaslighting. Always either they're silent or, it could be something simple like you ask direct questions and this particular person says, well, I don't have time to answer all your questions. Okay, that's BS. If somebody cares, if somebody is not guilty of doing these things, they're going to answer your questions, especially if they care about you. So if someone's gaslighting you, know that they're most likely involved in something here. Now, the other thing I'm getting with astrologer is this particular energy could actually have an astrology background. Like this could have started with them getting their chart, their birth chart, their chart read. This could have started, 40, 50 years ago for this person. So they may have over the decades refined their skill with being able to read astrology. So somebody could have been looking into you, collective, and but they weren't seeing something. They weren't seeing the whole truth. You can't just see what somebody's going through based on their chart and where the planets are. There's a lot of extenuating circumstances that are at play, and it's not black and white. It's not just, oh, Mercury's retrograde in, you know, your house of whatever, right? This is there's so much more to it. So this person could have been like using astrology to trap you. They could have been waiting for the right time, the exact time to act on something. Sorry, I was just looking at my dog because I thought she was like trying to get my attention. This person could have done this because they were trying to get your attention. Somebody could have pretended to be you to create some sort of meeting or unplanned meeting. Somebody could have pretended to be you and make it look like somebody was cheating. Oh. If this particular energy messed with, wow, you guys. Okay, so I'm really glad I'm looking at this again, okay? Under ruler, okay? Under leader, okay? Leadership. This particular energy could have pretended to be you to plan something. Plan a romantic evening or date night. They could have done this to actually break up a relationship, to create an illusion of something, to ruin a relationship, to bring obstacles and take out a relationship. They knew how to act, when to act with astrology or astrologer. Because you're in the public eye and you're popular or like famous, this could be any level of being famous, okay? This particular energy could have pretended to be you to meet people or something. Like using your pictures or something. Reaching out to people, copying you, or using your pictures on a profile on the internet. They could have done this to, again, plan a romantic evening or date night here to inflict some sort of problems. They could have been making you look like you were lusting for someone. This person could have done this because they like to be in control. They like to assert their dominance, like they're a king or they are a god, with the ability to pull the strings, so to speak, in your life. Now, on top of that, this person could have, you know, met someone or manipulated someone at a meeting, a conference, something like that. I'm getting you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm getting some really rare references that I normally wouldn't get. That I can't even say. Because they're, first of all, things that I would never say or words that I would never use. But I'm getting this. I'm getting this. I can't. It's weird. Okay, so you could be getting, back to the channel message, you could be getting the information, the 411, on what's gone on here. that somebody was trying to imprison you, to knock you out of the game somehow, because they weren't seeing the whole truth, which led them to do something risky without thinking. They could have been thrilled to do this. They could have been thrilled that they had ability to read astrology. They could have used astrology to create blockages and problems for you. They could have even contacted the police on you, so you would be investigated. You, a starseed earth angel, who works hard, who's protected, and has gifts. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I could probably go on for another hour with more information because there's so much coming out, but there could be a lot of information coming out here for you real soon about this person who thinks they're a leader, but they really are a ruler who wants to be dominant over others, who likes to be in control. And you could have been this warrior here. Somebody's confusion or illusions here that they were trying to cast here could have spun them out of control. Somebody could have done a lot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Somebody could have done 20 different things here that they were doing as they were spiraling out of control. They could have created 20 different illusions, questions about you. Yeah, they're spiraling out of control. That's what I can say here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I hope that this reading has brought in some clarity. Again, remember you're protected. Remember you are so incredibly loved. If you do not feel loved in the 3D, remember you are loved. Okay, you are loved in the 5D. You're loved in every dimension. Okay, so I hope that this helped you guys. Just know that this information is going to be coming very clear and coming out if it's not already. Please do let me know in the comments if you guys feel like or you're comfortable sharing. Please do let me know if this is something you've experienced or you think you are experiencing. I read every comment, okay? All right, I love you guys. Please like the reading if you like the way I read and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.